What's going on, my friends? Happy St. Patrick's Day weekend. How the hell are you guys, man? It's Sunday evening, bloody Sunday. How's everyone doing, man? And welcome to another live stream, also a podcast of Into the Squared Circle podcast, where we talk about all things pro wrestling. Of course, we're going to cover Friday night Smackdown. Yeah, my Monday Night Raw's live stream wasn't too good, so forget it. We'll talk about the main event, right? The steel cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins was so freaking good that we could talk about again right here on the live stream. Of course, I failed to come on Thursday morning to talk about AEW Dynamite. So there's some things I did enjoy on the show as well, as always. And we got to talk about TNA Wrestling Sacrifice. Yes, I have to get that thing downloaded and show you guys the results really quick. But as I mentioned, it is St. Patrick's Day weekend. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. So if you're Irish, cheers to you. I'm not Irish. You look, I got Guinness, Chicago style. God, come on, man. Sunday afternoon, you got to crack one open. Making the mess ready. Cheers to you. I should have done that first. All right. Anyway, yeah. Hey, man, it's 5 o'clock summer around this damn world. So wherever you may be watching throughout the show, comment down in the comment section. If you're watching live on X, give me a follow. If you're watching live on YouTube, give me a subscribe. If you're watching live on Twitch, give me a follow as well. I'm also available on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. All the hip kids are at. That's where I'm hiding at as well. By the way, the podcast, scan the QR code right there, right now. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. All you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle podcast. And by the way, check out my official website. Yes, Into the Squared Circle podcast.com. That's right, my official website. Blogs, photos. I got a lot of shit to do, and I got a lot of stuff to do. But this past week, I've been taking it very, very easy. Just kind of hanging around with my family, of course, getting shit done around the house. So I'm lacking here are my duties, here on my live stream and the podcast. But here I'm back live and live in color, stealing a gimmick here from C. Let's get into the action. I talk too much. So I talked about, you can see it right there in my tagline, right? I bought a new toy. I promise it's not a fleshlight or nothing, so just relax. So I went to Walmart, with the app or Walmart.com. I checked my local Walmart, right? And I'm like, oh man, we gotta see what pro wrestling stuff, action figures they have. I'm a big action figure collector. So maybe if you're an action figure collector, maybe check out your local Walmart. And they're doing a rollback. If you're not familiarized with the Walmart rollback, too much drinking. They typically slash the prices down. So that a handful of AEW action figures that currently is on sale now. As I checked out my local Walmart, and I saw this action figure, Walmart exclusive action figure from AEW. And it's $7. Now, a typical AEW action figure is about $20 in store. Insane, right? But I order it, and I got an email, a notification, hey, it's out of stock, but we can ship it to you from the warehouse for free. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So within a couple of days, it came. Of course, the Jazzware. I'm not going to reveal my damn address. Jazzware, right there. Jazzware, the company that makes the AEW action figures. And here it is, man. Came out in the box. It's like just right here. See if I can get it closer. The AEW Walmart exclusive Brody King. Yes, the Brody King. Move my hand there. There we go. Brody King. Give you a closer here. Hoping I'm trying not to get a glare on it. Pretty good face painting. Tattoos on his body. Blah. Check out the back here. Obviously in his house of black. Got the mask on. Watch AEW Dynamite Rampage. Okay, so there we go. So your Walmart exclusive, $7. Got it online as well. So pretty cool, pretty good buys. And so far, that's what I found on the app. So check out your local Walmart if you're an AEW or wrestling action figure collector. All right, this one's not a collector. All right, well, it is a collector, but it's not an action figure. If you're a fan of reading books, I just got it in the mail literally just yesterday, Saturday afternoon. And I've been hearing a lot about this book, a lot about it. And if you're a fan of pro wrestling, and maybe you're an anti-WWE, but just check it out, man. It's history, right? You have to know your knowledge in the world of pro wrestling. I talk about this on the podcast all the time. If you're just a modern fan of wrestling, just the past 5-10 years, I'm telling you right now, go check out all the classic matches from the 60s, 70s, and even before that. If you can able to, YouTube, right? YouTube is a great place to start out. So I've been hearing about this book, and I'm like, man, I'm curious to read this book now. And I have it in my hand. Just took me a long ass time to get it in my hand. And it's the Brad Belusian, the 6-pack WrestleMania. On the road to search for WrestleMania. And I've been hearing a lot about this book. I got the hardcover book right here. And I got this off of Amazon. It was the last one, a hardcover for $17. I did download it on the Audible. Sound like a redneck here. We call that the audio version of the books. If you can take a look, because me back in high school days, I can just sit there to read books, right? I mean, from being a rock and metal fan, Gene Simmons book, the Paul Stanley book, the Ace Frehley book, huge Kiss fan. I read every book without just interruptions. Now I have ADD and I can't sit the fuck still. So I got the audiobooks to read along with it. And if you have read it, do not spoil it. But I've been hearing a lot of podcasters out there talking to the author. And man, I'm looking forward to reading this book, the 6-pack, On the Road to Search WrestleMania. Here, I've been hearing a lot of good reviews on it. And this is going to be my read for the next couple of weeks. We'll see how fast I can read through this. And I will report back here on my due diligence. So there we go. Book, action figure, pro wrestling, right? All right, let's talk about pro wrestling, damn it. And all right, let's talk about we're gonna go backwards here, damn it. And we're not gonna go through Smackdown to all 3 hours. Segment 1, right here, this would happen. Segment 2. No, I don't have time for this shit. You don't have time for this shit. I barely got your attention. So we're going to talk about Smackdown this past Friday on television, live from Barcelona, Spain. Incredible, man. I tell you what, man, in Spain, Friday night Smackdown. Monday Night Raw this past Monday was in New York City at Madison Square Garden. Tuesday night NXT, Madison Square Garden. Night and day when it comes to crowds. Holy shit. Man, Spain knows how to party, man. They know how to party out there, man. I got to take a trip out to Spain and hang out with those people, man. Look, I love the United States of America, right? God bless America, greatest country on planet Earth. But man, we cannot compete against these son of a bitches across the sea. I'm talking about Australia, the UK, just on Friday in Spain. Come on, the UK. I mean, these guys are in Europe right now. And they're going to be like this across Europe because they don't get this type of shit over there. 6 years since Spain got a Smackdown. Insane. I mean, these guys are fucking bashing their heads on the guardrails. They were foaming at the mouth. These fans are fucking insane. We need this here. Maybe we're spoiled because we have, it's WWE, it's the United States company, born and raised here. We get it here. We're spoiled. We are lucky enough we're able to travel, 2-3 states. I mean, I got people I knew here in Chicagoland travel to Indianapolis, which is maybe an hour and a half for Royal Rumble. Travel another 2.5 to Toronto. What's that? 2 or 3 or 4 hours to Toronto. They just got to jump over a couple states, hop over the border, and they're in Toronto for the Elimination Chambers. So here in the United States in the Midwest, we can travel to that shit. We are spoiled. The people over there in Europe, They have to wait 6 or 7 years for this shit. It's insane. They have energy that no one here in the United States could barely max out. They travel here for a WrestleMania or a Royal Rumble. So to get Smackdown in Spain in 6 years, man, these guys were fucking insane. All right, enough of me talking about it. It's badass because SmackDown, I love the small stage, just crowd everywhere. The show kicks off with L.A. Knight. Yeah, L.A. Knight kicking off the show, of course. Man, just incredible. Losing her damn shit. And yeah, man. Let me put up the graphic here for SmackDown this past Friday. I'll share it with you guys. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, man. Look at this card, man. Charlotte Flair, B-Fab. Charlotte Flair had a hell of a match. Tiffany Stratton. Of course, she came out to get a little bit of piece of Charlotte Flair's ass. You know what I mean? Slobberknocker. These ladies went to war. Yeah, security guards trying to break up the crowd. Incredible. And Charlotte Flair and Tiffany. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I think Tiffany, she did like a moonsault off the Titantron or off the stage onto the crowd. Incredible moment in Spain. That right there, you see the WWE Tag Team Champion, the Street Profits. Yes. No. They weren't now they're the champions, spoiler alert. But of course, D.I. White came down the ring as the champions, had a hell of a match, but the Street Profits, oh my God. Another title change, man. Second week in a row, we have a title change in the WrestleMania pathway. But yet better, they won the tag team titles in Spain. Make it special for them, man. And how about that, man? Title change again, but this time in Europe. Insane. Mind-blowing. Randy Orton, Carmelo Hayes, excellent match. Man, that crowd for Randy Orton singing his song. Randy Orton just taking his time, soaking up the crowd. He is, I thought about this. When was this? What? His third return back. 'Cause I know he got injured, and then he left away for a couple months, and he came back, and then he left a couple months, and he came back again. I think this time coming back, I don't know, man. Randy Orton gives me this legend Hall of Famer vibe. Like he has peaked. Look, for me as a fan, I've seen Randy Orton in his prime. Thankfully, I was able to see him live in his prime under Evolution, the Legend Killer, the Young Red. I was grateful enough as a fan to be part of his life, his career in the WWE. Now, looking at him now, man, I see him coming out with that kind of crowd. Guy's a future first ballot Hall of Famer. I got to say it, man. I think this time around, how many times can he go away and come back? Oh, my gosh, man. He is, I hate using this term because everyone's throwing out this damn word. GOAT, right? Not the GOAT that put the curse on the Chicago Cubs, not the Billy Goat from Will Ospreay. I'm talking about the greatest of all time. I hate throwing that term because everyone's the greatest of all time. Fucking Akira Tozawa's the greatest of all time. Give me a fucking break. Randy Orton, he is, without a shadow of a doubt, he is the greatest of all time. Sooner than enough, he should be in a Hall of Fame within a year or two. I hope so. But man, impressive crowd. Randy Orton won. Of course, Kevin Owens showed up to a blindside attack Randy Orton, eventually scrambled away. So it's first time seeing Kevin Owens since Elimination Chambers. How about that? Also, we had the Miz TV. of course, when The Miz came out, and of course, you had Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton beating the shit out of each other, coming from the backstage area, and they're still fighting, right? Throughout the commercial break, and they're still fighting, which is great. And that's where Tiffany did the moonsault off the Titantron, to wiping out everybody. And The Miz was like, all right, well, it's not the way to kick off my Miz TV, but here is Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes come out, the crowd singing, whoa! And The Miz was like, okay, enough. This is no more singing. This is my show. Cody Rhodes said, fuck it. And damn, it took him 3 shows in to be this pissed off. I expressed my anger the past couple of days about Cody Rhodes and how should he react after the Elimination Chambers. This is the Cody Rhodes I've been wanting to act like. The Monday after, the Friday. The first Friday after Elimination Chambers, he came out, what do you guys want to talk about? Dude, you just got your ass slapped by a rapper. You got your balls kicked. Your balls went up your throat, kicked by John Cena. You got double crossed by John Cena. The most famous spot in the past 10, 15 years. And you come out to Friday Night SmackDown, what do you guys want to talk about? And it comes on Friday, that's the same shit. You can't see me, John. I'm coming for you. Come on, John. Come on. And then this past Friday on SmackDown, he about fucking had it. He blew a gasket. He dropped the Miz on his head. He made a statement, man. I don't give a shit. He didn't say that, but he don't give a fuck. He was tired of the bullshit. I want you, John Cena, and I'm looking forward to taking care of your ass this coming Monday. Just like that. Point, straight to the point, simple, just piss and vinegar. That's the Cody Rhodes I've been wanting the past 2 times. So now, next stop, this coming Monday, they're going to be in Brussels, Belgium. The Belgium waffle. Is the Belgium waffle from there? I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway, they're going to be in Belgium this coming Monday, early start time on Netflix. And John Cena, Cody Rhodes in the same building. Yeah, shit's going to go down. Have to wait and see if both guys can get their hands on each other. Ugh. So, got my anger out of there. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Happy St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate. All right. Let's move on here. Oh, yeah. One big son of a bitch. Braun Strowman. Jacob Fatu. Holy smokes, man. He did like 3 fucking, what he did? Like moonsaults to take out Braun Strowman on SmackDown. Yeah, these guys are going to have a hot date next week on live free television. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. Man, he won a pop for Jacob Fatu. Man, the fan Spain loves Jacob Fatu. I love Jacob Fatu, man. I love this promo. Every time he talks on the backstage handheld camera, man, I get a kick out of it. My name is Jacob Fatu. I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I'm like, this guy's fucking kid. Fuck, man. I just want to kick my own ass after watching him cut a promo. Anyway, that was good shit. So, Friday Night SmackDown. Back to me here. Thumbs up, thumbs down to the middle. I got a quick drinking. So, your thoughts about SmackDown was good? Yes, no, maybe? Drop it on the comment section. And if you're tuning in right now, damn, 20 minutes. Holy shit. 20 minutes in. And if you're watching right now and you just tuned in, don't forget to give me a follow and a subscribe right here at X, live on YouTube, also live on Twitch as well. We just concluded SmackDown as always. And now we're going to go back. And we're going to slide my way to Jimmy Y ass into where we're going to go into Wednesday, right? Yes. We're going to go backwards. Oh, excuse me. So nothing too crazy in AEW Dynamite. So I'm going to go ahead and share this. Oh, yeah. There we go. So we had blah, blah. Okay. Let's restart that again. Kenny Omega kicks off AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. He is your new International Championship. I keep forgetting. Continental. Okada's the Continental. Yes, that's right. Kenny Omega, Intercontinental. That's right. There's so many Continentals going on around this damn world. There's too many titles to keep up with. I need to make you know how they have the bloodline tree of all the members? I got to put a title tree right behind me so I know where the fuck these titles are going to. International champion from Kenny Omega kicked off the show. Pretty good. A rah-rah speech. And pretty much gave a good luck to all the guys out there who's going to be part of this tournament, which I'm showing you guys on this screen. And, of course, in the tournament, we got Orange Cassidy defeated Hechicero. The Orange Cassidy is going to move on to the semifinals. Yes. Speedball Mike Bailey made his AEW debut by defeating the Beast Immortals. And he is going to move on to the semifinals. Speedball Mike Bailey, let's talk about that guy. Incredible. If you watch his stuff in TNA, good shit, man. In independent scenes, good stuff. He's like a Mortal Kombat. Man, he's excellent, man. He has tight dish. How you see that word? Black belt, MMA, tight dish Hiya, karate. There we go. Just get straight to the point, man. The Karate Kid. Chop some wood. Yeah, man. He is a hell of a wrestler. Speedball Mike Bailey making his debut. Welcome to AEW. Looking forward to seeing him to kick some ass, whip some butt. And you can see right there, Ricochet defeated Katsuyori Shibata, moving into the semifinals. And Mark Briscoe and Mark Davis. Of course, Mark Davis move on to the semifinals. So this coming Wednesday on Dynamite, Orange Cassidy, Speedball Mike Bailey, Ricochet, Mark Davis. We'll have to see who's going to go down to go face Kenny Omega, April 6th, and Dynasty in Philadelphia. Good. Let's come back to me. Now let's move on to another thing that was talked about on Dynamite, of course, on Wednesday. Maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you will not, but your thoughts, your opinions on MJF. And by the way, MJF came out. You know, we thought we're going to brush over the whole MJF and Adam Page after that intense match, kickoff match at AEW's Revolution. I'm like, okay, what's next? What's MJF's going to do next? Sound like he was not done with Adam Page. Sounds like he wants to continue on. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm kind of tired of this. Like, I'm done with it. So out comes MVP. Now, by the way, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin has the week off. MVP told him to go take a nice, relaxing vacation. And he's going to stick around for Dynamite. So MVP came out. He confronted MJF and gave a nice little story, of course, on how both guys knew each other. A very young MJF, once upon a time, used to travel with MVP back in the day. And, of course, years later, here we are in 2025, and he's trying to help MJF, right? And you see that card in that photo, right? That's the card, right, of the Hurt Syndicate. The group led by MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley, of course. And he's trying to offer the recruit, MJF, to the Hurt Syndicate. Not a bad idea, right? Your thoughts about it. Will he join the Hurt Syndicate? Now, MJF did reject joining the Hurt Syndicate, of course, on live national television. And MVP was like, hey, man, make some wise choices. Now, you said, and this is what MVP told MJF, you say you were an AEW world champion. The key word was were. or was. Think about that. This is your golden ticket if you want to get back on track. So MJF took the card and thought about it. So I don't know, man. This is something to keep our eyes peeled on the next couple of weeks. And we'll see if MJF, will he decide or go against? Because you guys remember, if you go against the Hurt Syndicate, you're going to get your ass beat. It's that simple. So, yeah, man, we have to keep our eyes peeled. Your thoughts? Will MJF join the Hurt Syndicate? Drop it on the comment section down below. Your thoughts about this past Wednesday. All right, back to me. So we got Smackdown down. We got Dynamite down. Man, we're cruising through this bad boy. Cheers. Let's get another drink. Cheers. All right, hopefully I don't get a buzz through this damn show. All right, let's move on here. Next. Let's go to Tuesday night. NXT, Madison Square Garden. Not in Madison Square Garden, but they were in the theater of the Madison Square Garden. So 2 nights back-to-back at the Garden for WWE. I got to say, this show was red hot. NXT was red freaking hot. And some of the things I did enjoy watching it. I enjoyed Moose and Obafemi. 2 big son of a bitches going toe-to-toe. Of course, backstage before the match, The Undertaker get a prep talk to Obafemi, telling him, go out there and defend your yard. This is your yard. Of course, Moose, your TNA world champion. Sounds like this was for, what was this for, the NXT title? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, Moose was just incredible. He's impressive. He has a bright future, hopefully one day in the WWE. I hope so. Moose is fantastic. He is the leader of TNA wrestling. Hell of a match between him and Obafemi. Incredible. Of course, Oba won. And great match. Hell yeah. Good shit. Of course, the Hardys. Hell of a match. I think they had their TNA tag team titles on the line. Of course, the Hardys won, right? It's been a couple days. I have bad memory. Good match. Of course, the NXT tag team titles, Fraxium versus the Hardys. Great match. Vintage Matt and Jeff Hardy doing their traditional moves. And it was pretty good, man. I enjoyed that match. And let's talk about the main event, of course. A title versus title. That was a hell of a match. Stephanie Vaca, she defeated Julia to become a double world champion. So she is your NXT Women's Champion and NXT North American Champion. Wow. Stephanie Vaca, man, I love the Booker T spot, man, where Stephanie Vaca, man, she loves using her ass and just using that. You know what I'm talking about. If you watch NXT, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Booker T doesn't it? Yeah. Hey, say what you want about Booker T. He is entertaining. Gnarly, dude. Just like random shit he does in NXT. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Booker T's fantastic. But yeah, man, Stephanie Vaca, she is freaking fantastic. She's a beautiful lady, by the way. Very attractive. Julia, another okay, settle down, G. Julia, she lost the title. Hell of a match. Well deserved. And we'll see what's next for her. Stephanie Vaca, congratulations to her. Double champion. And man, she has a big target on her back now. Double champion. Yeah. She got a big task to protect these titles and defend each and every Tuesday. And by the way, we got NXT Stand and Deliver going down WrestleMania weekend. So that's coming up in a couple weeks. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on that. All right, back to me. Now we're going to track back to Monday night. We'll talk about the steel cage match. Really quick here, the cap off of this live stream. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Raw graphic, of course. Just incredible match. I talked about this Tuesday morning, and this match was classic. I mean, classic MSG style steel cage match. Yes, classic. Love it or hate it, I enjoyed it. I love it. It had every bits of old school steel cage style in this match. You know, given that story where, and I talked about this Tuesday morning. I love it when CM Punk's ready to do the GTS, and then it gets switched over to Seth Rollins, and he does the GTS on Punk, and then he lays it down, gives him the curve stomp. I love that. I love the trading signature moves in the match. Just smooth, easy butter of a match. You know, like back in the day, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, or Triple H versus Randy Orton. You know, Randy Orton's ready to do a pedigree on Triple H, but he reversed it. Triple H does the pedigree on Randy Orton. You know, I love that stuff. I love it. That's classic 101 shit. Now, I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a booker. I'm not a guy I don't know shit. I'm just an asshole in my basement talking about pro wrestling. A big fan that watches it for the past 25, 30 years, okay? I enjoy this match. Every bit's of old school, you know, these guys are not fucking killing each other. And look, I love AEW. That steel cage match between Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher was, you know, insane. It was good. These guys did everything but the kitchen sink. They try to kill each other. These guys, they put in a professional steel cage match, right? You know, CM Punk doing the Macho Man elbow drop, just keeping it old school. That's what I love about it. Of course, at the very end, and by the way, neither guys refused to walk out the damn steel cage. Okay? These guys went through the door. They locked the door. They beat the shit out of each other. AEW, these guys climbed up the stage just to get in the ring. They didn't even bother using the door. Punk and Rollins, they refused to use the door. They want to prove each other, you know what? I'm not going to walk out of here and just win this match just this easy. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat you in a bloody pulp. I'm going to make sure your ass don't breathe. And that's what these guys did. Stiff shit in the ring. Now, of course, Punk was laid out. Rollins was hanging over the ropes near the cage door. And out of nowhere, you hear the crowd like, oh! And next thing you know, somebody in a black hoodie grabs Seth Rollins, drags him out of the cage, and here's Rollins touching the floor outside of the ring, and he won the match. And that person in the black hoodie was Roman Reigns, OTC. Yes, Roman Reigns showed up not only to pull Seth Rollins out of the ring, but he beat the living hell out of him. Beat the living hell out of Seth Rollins. And yet better, he caught Paul Heyman in the ring chatting with CM Punk concerning about his well-being. Of course, Roman Reigns smiled, and he's like, oh, hell no. I know my wise man's talking to this motherfucker in the ring. And guess what? Roman Reigns got in the ring, beat the shit out of CM Punk. And that was the closing shot of MSG in a classic steel cage on Monday Night Raw. So, incredible week. Madison Square Garden this past Monday. NXT, Madison Square Garden. AEW, we got the tournament kicking off for the International Championship. Smackdown's in Spain. This coming Monday, Raw's going to be in Belgium. And, there's still got a couple more weeks out in Europe. We got Smackdown going down next Friday in Europe. A busy week schedule coming up, leading up to WrestleMania, of course. I'm looking forward to April 4th right here in Chicago. I'll see your happy asses there at the Allstate Arena. All right, that is it, folks. Happy Sunday. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you if you celebrate it. If not, if you just got another excuse to drink like me, cheers. That is it, man. So I'll talk to you guys Tuesday morning right here on X, Twitch, and YouTube. And keep tabs right here on X. Give me a follow. As always, support the podcast. Check out my official website, Into the Square Circle Podcast. That is it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And great rest of your weekend. And talk to you guys Tuesday morning. All right, till next time, my friends, be safe, stay healthy. Horns up, as always. Stay pro wrestling. All right, talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.